Hello everyone, welcome back to Gentleman's Cooking Channel. I'm Alex, and with Valentine's Day approaching, I wanted to share with you one of my favorite recipes for date night dinner, linguine with lobster. I love this recipe because you can prep all of your ingredients ahead of time, and then once you're ready to serve, it's gonna take you about 10 minutes to get everything ready. We're gonna start with leeks. Cut the green part off. We're only gonna use the white part and the light green part. We want to slice it in half and then just julienne it. We're also gonna need to wash our leeks to make sure there is no sand. I'm gonna take a bowl of water, put our leeks in, and let them sit in the water for a few minutes. This way all the sand is gonna go on the bottom of your bowl, and then you'll just take your leeks out of the water and they're gonna be ready to use. Next, what we're gonna need to do is we'll take our cherry tomatoes and we want to peel them. The easiest way to peel them is cut the skin a little bit on the bottom of the tomato, and then we have a pot of boiling water. We're gonna blanch them and chuck them on ice to prevent them from cooking. The reason I want to peel the tomatoes because in a sauce, skin is not the most pleasant thing to eat. So we'll just make a little cuts. So we're just gonna take our cherry tomatoes, put them in the water. Be careful not to burn yourself. And we wanna keep them in there for about 30 seconds or until you see that skin starts to peel off. So now we're gonna take our tomatoes, put them in a bowl of iced water to prevent them from cooking. So now what we need to do is just take our tomatoes, get them out of the water, and skin is gonna peel right off. So now we're gonna take our leeks out of the water. We can use a slotted spoon. All the dirt is on the bottom of the bowl now, and all clean leeks floating on top. We're gonna need a couple cloves of garlic. We'll just smash them. There's no need to peel them. Skin is gonna come right off. And the garlic we're gonna need to flavor our olive oil, in which we're gonna saute all of our ingredients for the sauce. So now to the lobster part. When you buy a lobster, you wanna make sure it's alive, because dead lobster, first of all, releases a lot of liquid and the consistency of the meat is gonna be mushy. Now, how to kill lobster? A lot of people simply throw it in the boiling water, which is not the most humane way to kill lobster. What I like to do is take a lobster, take a large chef's knife, and in the head right here you can see almost like a cross. The head is split in kind of like 4 parts. So I like to take my chef's knife, put it right in the middle over here. By holding its tail, you want to hold its close. This you probably want to do when your date is not around. Now take your chef's knife, put it right in the middle, and with one motion, just simply kill your lobster. Now, even though it's moving right now, it doesn't feel anything, it's dead. Now we're gonna separate the cloves from the body and the tail from its head. And we're gonna put it in a pot of boiling water for about 5 minutes. So now we only want to cook our lobster for about 5 minutes just to firm up the meat so it's easier to clean, and we'll finish cooking in the sauce. Now shuck your lobster on the ice water. Just to stop it from further cooking. We're gonna clean our lobster, split the tail in half. Get rid of anything that might be in there. Cut it into bite-sized pieces. With the claws, you want to separate them like this. Take the kitchen shears. Open the shell. Take the meat out. Now with the claws, what I like to do is take a kitchen towel, just clean, crack it with the back of your knife, and meat's gonna come right out. I like to keep the claws whole for presentation. Just make sure you remove this piece of cartilage. There is a lot of really sweet meat in the legs, and I'm gonna show you a little trick how to get it out. What we're gonna do is take our legs, take a rolling pin, and just roll this meat out. Now, if you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a roll of foil. And again, it's coming right out. Or you can use the back of your whisk. And again, it's gonna come right out. And the last step in our prep is to cook the pasta. We have a pot of boiling water. Make sure it's salted. Cook the pasta according to instructions on the package. They're almost always accurate. You want to cook your pasta al dente, which means it's cooked but still firm to the bite. And don't forget to mix your pasta every once in a while, otherwise it's just gonna stick all together. So our pasta is cooked, we drained it, we also saved some water in which we were cooking pasta. That's gonna help us to adjust the consistency of our sauce. We're gonna take some olive oil, mix it with pasta so it doesn't stick together. Up to this moment you can prep everything ahead of time, and once you're ready to serve, it's gonna take you about 10 minutes to finish off your dish. So we're gonna start by heating olive oil over medium heat. Now we're gonna add a few cloves of garlic, crushed garlic. Cook it for a few minutes. It's gonna help us flavor our oil with garlic. So now we're gonna remove our garlic. And it's time to add leek. Now we're gonna saute our leeks over medium heat until they're soft and almost translucent. So now it's time to add our cherry tomatoes. Crush them a little bit. Now we're gonna increase the heat. Wait for the tomatoes to release their juices. Season with salt, fresh black pepper. Now we're gonna add a little bit of fresh oregano. A little bit of the pasta water. And our lobster meat. Once our lobster is heated through and sauce starts to thicken, it's time to add our pasta. Now you want to mix everything together. Make sure your pasta is coated in the sauce. If it is too dry, just add a little bit more of the pasta water. So our pasta is ready and it's time to plate. Now take our pasta, put it right on the plate. Now that your pasta is on the plate, just take all of the lobster meat with the sauce, put it right on top. And those cloves that we saved, put them right on top of your pasta. A little bit of fresh ground black pepper, a few leaves of oregano. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more videos.